Every year, the committee wants to honor an outstanding team. Obviously, it's an extremely important award because to form a great team, you have to have the combination of great coach, great athletes. So it's very important that we recognize the teams. And a team is made up of all the players, not just the superstars. It's everyone who contributes. We've had some great teams in the past, but the one we are honoring tonight, I think we can all agree is very special from what we've heard from two of the honorees. We've heard that lacrosse, boys lacrosse at Columbia is kind of like a family situation where things get passed down from year to year, generation to generation, brother to brother. This year's honoree is the 1982 boys lacrosse team, state champions. I'm not going to say too much about them because you've heard an awful lot over the course of this evening about the love they have for each other. They were led by Hall of Fame coach Bob Curcio. The team consisted of 2 All-Americans. 6 of its members were voted All-State, 7 coaches All-State, and 8 All-Fitch Division. But it's more than just the superstars, it was the entire team that contributed to its state championship. A number of its members went on to play in college. Many became stars and captains of their college teams. So I'm asking now for the entire people who are here, who played on the 1982 boys lacrosse team, to come on up and accept the honor.
Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name's already been mentioned way too much tonight, and don't believe the hype. It's been a long evening. I guarantee you that this is going to be very short. You're welcome. Okay. Don't let it collapse. Thank you to the Hall of Fame committee for this honor. Congrats to the class of 2024 inductees. We are humbled and honored to be part of this class. A special thanks to Steve Ramos. We would not be here tonight, receiving this honor, if it wasn't for Steve. He put in the application. He got in contact with every one of the players. He put together a list of bios so that these guys, some of whom have not seen one another for years, would have a little bit of information about one another and what they've done since they left Columbia. He's ordered T-shirts for this group. He has, that's why we're here, T-shirts. Can never have enough. And he also printed certificates, which I also believe the other inductees are receiving. So I've got 2 minutes to brag about this group, so here goes. When I think of these guys, I think of several things. They were dedicated, they were hardworking, they had incredible team chemistry, which I think was what put us over the top, because our season was very up and down. We'd win 3 or 4, we'd lose 1. We'd win 3 or 4, we'd lose 1. But we always got better, we always learned from them, and I think their confidence kept growing, and we peaked at the right time. Now you add to these qualities the following, and I'm not bragging here. I'm not exaggerating either, but it is only my opinion. We had the best attack in the state. We had the best midfielders in the state. We had the best defense in the state. We had the best managers in the state. And we also had, Coach Manera, I hope you're up here. Get up here.
Until he comes up.
Get up here.
Come on, man. Come on, coach. Come on.
You already ruined the climax of the best, but I'm going to say it anyway. We also had the best defensive coach in the state.
Baby. Yeah.
So this combination made my job incredibly easy. And I'm proud of each and every one of them and can't thank them enough for taking me on this journey. Now you're wondering why Bob Curcio hasn't lost it yet.
Here we go.
And we're going to try to hold it together. So my final thought, I often refer to these guys as my kids. They're obviously no longer kids. They'll always be my kids.
Thank you, Coach Curcio. Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Ward, and I was the captain of the 1982 Columbia Lacrosse team. Thank you, Ed Manigan, Roger Broccoli, John Purcelli, and the entire Hall of Fame committee. It is a tremendous honor for our team to be inducted into the Columbia High School Athletic Hall of Fame, joining legends Joetta Clark, Mark Bryant, and all of this year's inductees. Prior to the 1982 season, Coach Curcio met with each player individually. Coach Curcio meant business. In the meeting, Coach explained that to attain our goal of a state championship, each of us must be totally committed. Coach Curcio's philosophy included 6 ingredients to win a title: talent, hard work, intelligent play, dedication, unity, and the ability to perform well under pressure. Thank you, Coach Curcio and Coach Manera. Mark Darwin and Joe Glancy have been my friends since starting elementary school at Jefferson in 1969. I was 5 years old. We spent hours on the Jefferson School playground. The roots of the Columbia High School lacrosse team are firmly embedded in the Jefferson School playground. Back in the day, we talked about hotbeds being Baltimore and Long Island. The Jefferson School contingency stacks up with the best. Just a few of the names, you've heard them tonight: Bianchi, Hooper, Schwartz, Francis, Buffo, Darwin, and Glancy. All of these players lived within a half a mile of Jefferson School, an area of 1 square mile. This group of players were the backbone of the undefeated 1979 championship team. The game of lacrosse spread throughout Maplewood and South Orange, and the 1982 team benefited. Coach Curcio's ingredients began forming well before we started lacrosse at Columbia. In the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we played Packer football and lacrosse with the Maplewood Lacrosse Club with Axie Camp at Memorial Park. We had already formed a bond as we entered Columbia, playing together on the freshman football team in the fall of 1978 with teammates Anello, D'Angelo, Gelson, Junta, Maybert, and others. We were coached by Coach Purcelli and Coach Manera. With the preseason meetings complete, we were ready for the 1982 season. The season started with a 5-2 victory over Summit, the defending state champions. John Rattler made 12 saves in the victory.
He's Johnny.
Fast forward, everybody, fast forward. With the record of 12-3 and having defeated Fairlawn 9-3 in the state semifinals, we were 1 step away. Suburban Cablevision TV3 covered the state championship boys lacrosse game between Columbia and West Morris. 2 highly regarded sports media personalities, Bruce Beck and Bob Lee, were on the call. Beck's commentary, a la Magic Johnson, in reference to a goal by Dave Sherwood, is remembered to this day. Vinny Bavacqua assisted on the goal. The Columbia Cougars did not disappoint, coming away with the 10-6 victory over the Highlanders. The last time I was with my 1982 teammates was in 2007, our 25th reunion. Steve Ramos organized the gathering.
Yeah, Mose.
Which one's Mose?
Yeah, Steve, let's go. This past Saturday, I visited Maplewood and caught up with some of my teammates, Steve Ramos, Pat Coyle, and Bruce Aucamp. While visiting with Steve, we talked about playing Packer football, freshman football, lacrosse, and our high school days. Steve has an incredible memory and is always a great storyteller. I also made a trip to Underhill Field to watch Steve lead his Columbia girls lacrosse team to victory in the Essex County tournament. Yeah. We are all thankful to Steve for presenting our team to the Hall of Fame committee. Without Steve Ramos, we would not be here tonight. Steve has kept the team together. Steve, we are all here with you, my friend. Talent, hard work, and unity were some of the keys to our success. Thank you to our managers, Diane Durando, Lynn Knopf, and Claire Francis.
Yeah, Claire.
With a team of 17 seniors and 13 juniors, we worked hard, bonded as a group, and are elated to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Thank you to all of my teammates that are here tonight. I would like to call them out, and they can receive their plaques. Bruce Aucamp.
Bruce.
Chris Badwini. Vin Bavacqua. Rich Bianchi. Mark Darwin.
Reese Gabe.
Mark DeSico.
Chico.
Tim Francis. Michael Gelson. Joe Glancy. Rich Maybert. Jim Nelson. Mike Provenzano. John Radler. Steve Ramos. Ron Sansone. Michael Tevlin. Pat Tevlin. Ken Wenzel. And again, Diane Durando and Claire Francis, our managers. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.